Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Weekly Roundup. I feel like I'm tricking you all just saying weekly because it's been a minute, but it's because there's a lot of really good things happening here. So I'm going to try to run through a lot of topics and not have this be over 10 minutes. So first things first, I wanted to touch on detours. I know we're not even like really in the full swing of construction season yet, but there's obviously projects that have been ongoing and some that are new, and I know it's causing some questions. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the project at Western Avenue in First Street. This is a project that's being partly funded by some state dollars, and it involves a full depth roadway reconstruction. So that means water main, storm sewer, and then it'll have concrete pavement with a center island, some curb bump outs, and bike lanes. They're planning to start on the 17th and finishing by July 31st. There has been some work happening ahead of that time, and that's been a lot of private utility work. So I want to mention, I know there's questions about, because the Main Street Bridge is still not complete, can you cross at Milwaukee Street? And the answer is yes. The Milwaukee Street Bridge is open. It will remain open, barring some random circumstance I can't even imagine, for you to be able to get across the river at that end of the community. So the bridge is open. In fact, there's a really nice map on our Facebook page. So if you're not sure, take a look there. It shows you the detours from north and south, but then it also shows you're able to access across the bridge. The next project is the a state-run project. This is the Highway 16 resurfacing and the roundabout. So they are doing a resurfacing project along a long stretch of Highway 16. What is applicable to us is pretty much the entire run, kind of up, not quite all the way to the old Highway 26 bypass, but there's a nice stretch of 16 getting resurfaced. For us, they are putting a roundabout at the intersection of East Main Street and State Highway 16. So again, confusing signage for some that don't, deal with signage every single day, which is a lot of people. So the project is starting again on the 17th. The roundabout construction isn't going to start until June. So our stretch, State Highway 16 at East Main Street to Rock River Road in Ixonia, is going to remain open until the roundabout reconstruction in June. So our stretch from East Main Street, kind of by like Grinwald Ford, to the east to Rock River Road will remain open until June. Then from that point in time, we'll offer some additional details. So those are the two I wanted to touch on today. Our general road work, will begin to start in the next few weeks here. So undoubtedly we'll have additional road construction work, but roads are something that a lot of people care about. So hopefully we can continue to chip away at those at a good pace. Okay, the bridge. So the bridge replacement arches and spandrels have been fabricated. The first set was delivered last Friday. The second set should be arriving. They are, from what we've been told, those are fitting appropriately, so we should be in a better place with those items. The deck formwork and rebar installation is ongoing through March 19th, so through next week. And then weather permitting, the 21st is when so next week is when we are scheduled for the concrete deck pour, which is a big milestone. It'll finally begin to actually look like a passable roadway. So that deck pour is scheduled for next week. So for what we are aware of at this point in time, everything is again moving forward. The fire station is another project to give an update on. So lots happening at the fire station. We actually were just talking about showing you all some of these things, because me saying the painting and the floor work is happening and the cabinets are installed, like that doesn't have any relevance to you unless you see it. So we are making really good headway in the interior of that building. We have really nice casework installed. The bathroom tiling is in, the baby box is in. There's just a lot of interior work that's occurring, and much of that will continue. Next, in the next 2 weeks, so we will see like the outdoor signage go up on the building, which will be a neat milestone. And we'll continue to do some of the work on the landscape outside with the stormwater management work. Resinous flooring will be going in. So we're really just kind of getting to a really nice sweet spot where a lot of that work is starting to become very obvious that the end is in sight, which means we are planning the grand opening. So our team's been planning that grand opening for some time now. We are eyeing up an early Sunday in June. So make sure if you're interested that you watch for that announcement. And watch for more content on the fire station. We'll try to get something out to you guys soon. Okay, because the weather is switching, I know we're getting questions about, yard waste and cleaning up and getting rid of items in your home. So here comes a running list of reminders. The yard waste site is set to open for the season on Wednesday, April 2nd. The hours are Mondays and Wednesdays, 3:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 9 to 1. I think this is probably something we should be posting for you all as well, just for a good reminder. So again, yard waste is not open yet. We are opening Wednesday, April 2nd. For those of you that are having some yard work being done though, and you want to have things at the curb, the curbside brush chipping schedule starts the week of April 7th as well. So into April before we're going to have those items. I'm not overly convinced we aren't going to have our second winter yet either. It happens every year, so we'll see. If residents have a pile of brush stacked up at the curb and you want it picked up before, you can give a call to our office and we'll put you on a list. Sometimes that list gets big enough where it does make sense for us to send out the chipper. So if you have stuff, let us know. For just a reminder for our solid waste and recycling carts, everything that you want us to take has to be inside the cart. So we're having some items, I've seen them kind of flying about the city. So please make sure you get everything into the cart and close that cart the best you can, especially with these early spring winds. We cannot collect items outside the cart. If you have furniture or large appliances, we do accept those items and others at the street department yard. If you do not have the ability to get them there, we can do curbside. It's prepaid, it's double the cost, but you can give a call to the street department if you have that need. And here's a few dates to pencil in. So a few years ago, we started adding Saturday hours, acknowledging it's difficult to get there during the week for those drop-offs. So the Saturday drop-offs for extra garbage, recycling, e-waste, construction debris, large items are as follows. Saturday, April 5th, Saturday, June 7th, Saturday, August 2nd, and Saturday, October 4th. And those all will run from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay, switching gears. It's election season. I feel like I say that all the time, but we are currently in the late registration period, which means voters may only register either in person at the city clerk's office from now until Friday, March 28th, or you can register at your polling location. Obviously, that Monday before the election, we don't do any type of registration or early voting or anything like that. That is like an off day for elections. So if you want to register ahead of the election, you can do so at the city clerk's office until Friday, March 28th. From Tuesday, March 18th until again, Friday the 28th, we are doing in-person absentee voting. You can do that here at City Hall during normal business hours. We are also then preparing for regular election day, which is April 1st. Again, the polls are open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The unofficial results will be posted on the city website, and we do put links on our Facebook page as well to the county sites for those unofficial results. Because we do a lot of follow-up work April 2nd, the clerks and finance department will be closed. If you want to see what's on your ballot or you want to request an absentee ballot up until the Thursday before the election, you can do that at myvote.wisconsin.gov. It also has a nice search tool to find your polling location. We also on our city GIS though do have a Find My Where Do I Vote tool, so you can find that there. And we have sample ballots on the city website as well. So lots of election content on the city website. Okay, Riverside Park restrooms. So since we spoke about this last, we've been working on getting vendors to come to the restroom to repair items that need to be repaired. That has been a little harder than we anticipated to get folks to come and bid on repairing those items in the bathroom. But the bathroom is usable, and it has been usable. It's just we wanted things to be completely correct before we open that and kind of work through the process that we needed to with the person who built that building. So here is the plan. We're going to open the bathroom, which I feel we should be more excited about, but it's been such a long process with this one. So we're going to open the bathroom. We may have to close it occasionally for work. We're going to do a lot of that exterior work, probably without needing to close. But there certainly is some work like epoxy flooring and some painting that we would have to remove the partitions potentially. And so that could be longer stretches of time. So we may save those items for the end of the season. We'll still work through that with the contractors, hopefully, that we have to be able to determine that timing. But the long and short of it is we're intending to open the Riverside Park bathrooms. We may have to close them intermittently. We will keep the old building there until all of this is buttoned up. All right, on the development side, lots of housing to talk about. So Rock River Ridge, which you've heard me talk about quite a few times, is moving. If you drive over there, there is a home already up. So 78 single-family homes, 18 twin homes. We should have 92 rental units through a Horizon development, all at Rock River Ridge. Also on that edge of town is Edgefield. This is third phase of the development started by Hep Heights and continued by Luce. That is 48 single-family homes. The Enclave, which is done by Belinsky, is 47 small lot single-family homes. So you've just heard me talk about traditional single-family lots, small single-family lots, twin homes, and high-density multifamily. And then downtown, we currently have 3 projects under review. 2 of them were in the Daily Times this week on Wednesday. There are some really nice proposals, one at the former Johnsonville site, which we're super excited to see a project potentially land there to have that site just revitalized again. Also in the paper this week was development at Marion Clark Street. This is 102 potential new apartments. And then also in the paper was an update on Habitat, all because we're working with all of them. And Habitat is working on 6 new duplexes. So really good work this year in particular on getting some of these housing projects across the finish line. All right, we have a mayor meetup next Thursday, the 20th at 3 p.m. at the library, so I'll be there. We are rolling out a new website. When I started in 2019, we rolled out a new website. We had an old one that some of you may remember was like brown and it had a train on it. So we rolled out a new website in 2019 and we are rolling out a new version at the end of this month. So we'll put out tons of information about that. But the nice thing about this one is it will be able to have an app. So we'll be able to use that on devices a little bit more nimbly. All right, library. The library has some nice adult programs I wanted to highlight. So they're doing a Super Smash Bros. Tournament on March 18th. This is just for adults. There will indeed be a teen event as well, but there is an adult tournament March 18th. They're doing the Paper Arts Club on the March 18th, Thrifters and Pickers on March 19th, the Garden Planning on March 22nd. There's tons of events. They always have them on their social. They put them in the newspaper. There's always information at the library. Teens, they're doing a teen take and make. So this is DIY tile magnets. That's all month long. And then they're also doing Teen Time is DIY foil stickers on March 19th. And of course, there's tons of little kid programming in the Talk Read Play Center as well. On the rec front, Sunday we do have, or this Sundays in March, we are still doing open gym. There is time for special needs families. There's time for families with younger kids, and then there's kind of high school and above time as well. It's typically $3, but I believe the special needs time is being sponsored by a local employer. We do have the community garden plots available at Lincoln Park. So if you want to be doing community gardening, we do have those available for rent. They are hosting a blood drive on the 19th. You can make an appointment for that. And then there is a really wonderful list, a one-stop shop for folks that has the list of events happening during the public school spring break for Park and Rec and library. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for that. All right, jobs. It is time that I start not begging yet, but talking about our seasonal jobs. So seasonally, we're looking for lifeguards, pool attendants, umpires, baseball program supervisor, day camp director, car park leader. We obviously have seasonal labor as well. So if any of those are of interest, I think the ones I just listed off could be like 15 and up. So if any of those are of interest, please check them out on our website. We are in need of crossing guards. We are opening our civil engineering internship, which is a really great program. We're hiring for parks general labor, a wastewater plant operations foreman, and water utility clerk. And then we just reopened our police department list as well. All right, on the weekend front, there's a lot happening, especially with St. Patrick's Day on Monday. So this Saturday is the Jig Jog. Please be mindful of folks moving about throughout the downtown. It's such a wonderful event to continue to have. The airport is doing a chili cook-off, and there are a lot of local establishments that have music both Saturday and Sunday. Watertown Tourism has a beautiful listing of those. On Sunday at the Town Square, we are hosting a coin hunt. So there is a hunt for ages up to 6 at noon. The Blue Review will be performing. And then we do another hunt, coin hunt for ages 7 to 11. And then the library is hosting a Shamrock event as well. So there should be something for everybody this weekend to enjoy the community. Watertown Tourism has all the details if you need more. So have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.